Welcome, Superboy fans, to our fourth commentary track. And today we will be looking at SUPER-MENACE from Season 2, the second appearance of Metallo. With me, as always, is my good buddy Tom Gallagher. Tom, how are you doing? Okay.
I'm pretty good. I'm looking forward to this. It's a great episode.
It was a fun episode. This was the first time we get to see Superboy kind of turn evil in a way.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to count down from 3, and then we're going to hit start. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and start.
There's that intro.
The Kevin Kiner music. It's so good. You got to get
He did a really great job.
It's very much like what John Williams did with Superman the movie. It just screams Superboy.
Yeah. It's just on a lower budget. That's the only...
Right.
Yeah.
Synthesizers all over the place. Total 80s right here.
Got to try and get in touch with him and see if he's got all his original recordings.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Get him to put them up for a download.
Or actually get a release. We got to get them released.
I can't see them getting an official release, but I mean, if he put up the MP3s, I very much doubt Warner Brothers would mind.
Right.
They'd probably be quite happy about it, if anything.
There's that kryptonite again. Man, we just use kryptonite so much on the show.
Maybe you could get it released straight to iTunes and Audible and Spotify,
iTunes,
something like that. Just have it a digital only release.
Yeah. Carrie Bates, executive story consultant. Mark Jones, executive story consultant. Both big writers on the Superman comics from the 70s and 80s.
Mike Carlin again.
Mike Carlin, Andy Helfer again wrote this episode. Oh, Professor Peterson is in Addis Ababa looking for more kryptonite.
Nice little connection to the movie.
Mm-hmm. Complete nerd scientist. Just give him some glasses. This is cool how they're neutralizing the green kryptonite rays.
Yeah. I like to think that they're using synthetic red sunlight to try and make it more like actually on Krypton. Tell you what, though, I wish they'd done another Red Kryptonite episode.
Yeah, I liked what they did in this episode. Again.
Maybe for season 5 they will.
Yeah, just not enough time. 22 minutes to tell a Red Kryptonite story. You could have did so much with this. This would have been fun. I mean, I'm not saying the episode's not fun. It is fun to see Gerard's portrayal of Superboy go kind of evil. Love it. I mean, who doesn't love
I do wish
Saga?
it was a 2-parter.
Yeah, definitely. I love that the scientist is handing him the red kryptonite. It's all right. It's all right.
Even though they have no idea what it will do to him, really.
Right.
I don't feel a thing. This is great. But retaining any of the green kryptonite's power, well, the experiment was a total washout. I'm sorry, Jenna. Was it for me you have your power source?
So they're experimenting with using kryptonite as a power source. So.
Which makes sense. Metallo's suit was powered by it.
Right. Don't shake his hand. Too hard. Too hard.
Guess I don't know my own strength. Superboy, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong.
Something's definitely wrong. Oops. We shouldn't have did that experiment.
Yeah, that experiment was definitely an enormous failure.
I love the newspaper with Andy.
The Daily Planet.
The Daily Planet and Superboy holding the cop car. That's so out of Superman 4. When he's holding the cab.
Is that the only time the Daily Planet is actually seen as a newspaper?
No, there's a couple times.
I'm amazed they were allowed to use the name The Daily Planet.
Yeah. I think they kind of snuck it in.
Warner Brothers was probably a little bit pissed off by that.
Oops. Oh, Clark's pissed. They kind of use this music track over and over, this dance music. Oh, he's bad because he's drinking right from the cart, the milk cart. Oh, God.
And he's burping.
And he's burping.
Only bad people burp.
Bad people burp. Get out of here. Give me my newspaper.
Maybe it's not that bad people burp. Maybe it's just that only bad people burp in front of a lady.
Uh-huh.
Very 90s sentiment.
What's your problem?
I mean, how would you like to live with that every day? Get him out of here, Lana.
What a jerk.
I love that he's almost being like an abusive husband, like telling his wife what to do in this scene.
He's like Al Bundy as he walks into the dorm. Like, get him out of here. Don't rip that up. That's a collector's item. Don't do that. Don't crumble it.
Man, I would love a copy of that. Probably they don't exist though. If there was a copy of that prop newspaper in existence, I bet you'd probably have one.
Not that one. I wish I had that one. It's because Superboy just crumbled it up.
They must have had a second one. They must have had multiples.
They probably had a couple of them. They use this prison a couple times in the series. They used it with Knick Knack.
Oh yeah. He makes the joke about dropping something on the floor. He's like, not a good idea in prison.
They used it with Lex. You know, when they put him in the electric chair. I'm sure it's the same. Same location. Tell me, Metallo, Johnny Corbin looks worse off here than he did in the first commentary, Metallo commentary we did.
Obviously, his condition's been deteriorating since. But why
General
they think
Swan.
Metallo? I mean, I suppose Metallo's the only one with kryptonite. Like, he could stop him. I'd rather trust Metallo than Lex Luthor with kryptonite.
Right.
Like Metallo, he's less likely to kill Superboy if he thinks he can turn him. Lex would just kill him for a laugh.
Mm-hmm. What's funny, they call the General Swan. Any relation to
did they?
General Swanwick from Man of Steel? No, I guess not. I don't think so.
Maybe. I'm figuring it's a Kurt Swan reference.
A Kurt Swan, yeah. Kurt Swan. That's interesting.
And in Smallville, Christopher Reeve's character was Dr. Virgil's Swan.
Yeah.
Which I think must have been a Kurt Swan reference, even though they spelt his name differently.
Right. Was it 2 N's instead of 1 N?
Two instead of one.
General Swan. That's totally a good catch, Tom. That's a good throwback to the Silver Age artist Kurt Swan.
Yeah, he drew. He's probably drawn Superman more times than anyone else on the planet, like ever.
Well,
because he drew it on his own for about 30 years.
And he did some work on the Superboy tie-in book that goes along with the series. Yeah. Yep. Full pardon.
Yeah, that's rare though. I mean, you do not have the same artist on a book for 30 years.
Right.
And that just wouldn't happen. No. Maybe 1 year and then they change artists.
What type of kryptonite is this? It's concentrated kryptonite. I like how they put it in this little lead container. It just looks cool.
I love that he's holding it with his hands under the covers.
Under the covers. Superboy with the money bags. Really, cops? You have to shoot him. You know it's not going to work. Save your bullets.
Yeah, what's the point?
What's the point? I just love the look on his face, on Superboy's face. That's just awesome, how he turns. What the hell is this?
It does always make me laugh, though, when people shoot at him knowing that it doesn't work.
Right, it doesn't work.
It's like, when Superman was first introduced into Supergirl, like, he gets shot at a bunch of times. Right. They run out of bullets, and then they try to punch him, and he's like, the bullets didn't work, so why the punching? Never got that one.
Yeah, never got it. I don't get it. The hay just going by. So Maybe that was
very Western.
Maybe that was a joke because Michael Kellin was known for his westerns, and like
it has to have been on purpose.
That has to be an inside joke.
Yeah. I mean, the shot itself is definitely a standoff sort of.
Yeah.
High noon sort of setup.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Pee Wee Herman. So 80s.
I love that he was wearing an army helmet despite not needing one.
Right.
It's just like, if I'm going to do this, I want my own helmet.
I gotta go in style.
That I could throw away like any second.
We're in the army now, as he says. So yeah, that's so funny. Oh, he totally did not connect on that punch. He's not connecting.
How cheap was that sign?
Yeah.
It was practically made of cardboard.
You're trying to steal my thunder? That's so funny. Well, that's why you're gonna get kicked out of the army. You just got in it.
But if he takes out Superboy, who else can really stop him?
Right.
If he just followed through in this moment, Metallo could probably rule the world.
Case closed. Damn, we're rocket launcher to shoot at Metallo. It's amazing he could even like hold that thing with his hand broken.
Yeah.
General Swan, what the hell, man? I thought your hand was broken.
Maybe he's Martian Manhunter in disguise.
Yeah. You gotta be kidding. Nope, it's not over, Metallo. I like how he picks up the money. Wow, that was quick, Andy. With the you totally defaced your t-shirts.
And he's very quick to jump to
yeah.
conclusions. Anyway,
He totally wrote Superboy off. Cancel culture.
still, it does look like he only did it with black tape.
Yeah.
So he could probably just peel it off and it would be fine. I do love that it's the same T-shirt from the first Metallo episode,
Right.
though. So like, we're bringing back Metallo. We'll have to bring back the T-shirt.
Right.
My guess is they probably shot these two episodes back to back or something.
Mm-hmm. We're a team. We're a team. Oh, he got different babes this time around.
Are they different babes or are they just wearing different outfits?
Maybe different outfits. Maybe that's what that is.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did shoot like the two Metallo episodes at the same time.
Yeah. We never met Lana's mom. That'd be cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's a shame we never met them because obviously she would have been next door neighbours with Clark,
Right.
like in Smallville.
Right.
So anytime you went back to Smallville and saw Clark's parents, there should have been a chance to see Lana's as well.
Don't kill the fish. What is wrong with you? He's really bad.
Don't kill the fish. I won that at a carnival. It cost me $1. Poor little fish.
I like the sarcastic look Gerard's putting on his face as Superboy.
Mm.
Talk to me. Explain it to me.
I'm glad he said get dressed and not get undressed.
Then it's a totally different show. No.
That's a much darker, more adult version of
Right.
Superboy.
This is funny. I love the fedora hat on Metallo. That's just so funny. And again, I wonder if this is the same bar that they used in The Haunting of Andy McAllister.
I don't know. I might have to go back and look at that episode. If it's got the same like Western style doors,
yeah.
I mean that's another thing. It's got the doors
The
like an
saloon
old
doors,
like Western
yeah.
saloon as well.
Yeah,
Got to be another reference to Michael Callan.
man. Was that Jack Daniels? Yeah, that's Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
That's Jack Daniels.
I bet they didn't have that. I bet that isn't even a product placement. Like,
No.
they probably just didn't have the budget to make their own like fake label.
Superboy hanging out in a bar with Metallo. He's really bad.
You know what you're doing?
She got a big yap, don't she?
Poor Lana, she looks devastated.
Uh-huh.
There are lots more broads.
Like Stacey's like her performance is just great. There's not a single episode with Stacey where you can point to it and say she's not doing a good job. She's
No.
always doing just an amazing job.
It's funny because Jim Calvert I think I posted the season 1 behind the scenes getting Superboy off the ground. He talks about that, like she gave 110% even when she wasn't on camera, even when she's off camera. Like she was crying behind the camera as she was trying to take care of TJ in the episode Invisible People because he got
See,
beat
that's
up.
the kind of actor you want to work with. Someone
Yeah.
who's willing to sort of go that extra mile.
But I think everybody in all 4 seasons, they gave 110%. I mean,
Yeah.
it just...
The only one who probably didn't was season 1's Lex.
right? I mean, like...
But I think that was just a lack of ability rather than...
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Michael Mano when he's on the show.
Yeah. Just not enough acting chops, not enough acting classes. But, like, you could tell...
He needed some more experience.
Yes, that's exactly what it boils down to, just experience. And you could just tell...
I mean, that's
everybody-
almost a direct quote from Elia why they recast John Newton, though.
Right.
It's experience. This is what
Yeah.
it comes down to, is it's just experience.
Experience and
Which is
just...
fair, because the most thing you can say about John's performance in season 1 is he needed some more acting experience before doing it, because
Yeah.
you could tell he's a little bit
Stiff.
inexperienced.
It's kind of
He's
stiff
still good, though.
sometimes. Yeah. But I mean, like everybody, like again, this was Elia and the productions team's first time into television. They've dealt with movies at the time. So like everybody was trying to get experience and figuring this series out. So
It always makes sense casting an unknown as well.
right.
I know that Gerard had done a few things before Superboy, but
Yeah.
he wasn't like a household name or anything.
No. I
But
think
John hadn't really done anything.
No, I think they found John. He was a complete unknown, and with Gerard, the only thing he did was the movie Tomboy with Betsy Russell, and that was the biggest thing he did up until this point. And funny again, Gerard goes on in season 2 here and works with Betsy Russell again.
Yeah. I mean, Christopher Reeve was an unknown, but he'd done years and years of theatre, and
That was
he'd
great.
studied at Juilliard, and
Superboy catching the missile from the tank and putting it back in. That was so funny. That was great.
did Tomboy ever release on Blu-ray? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think it's on DVD. I don't think they ever released it on Blu-ray.
I was hoping it was on Blu-ray because that would be. I'd like to see it in HD. Probably be the only time I'll ever see footage of Gerard Christopher in HD.
Yeah. Well, now Superboy's turning Metallo's green kryptonite red. He's being double crossed. It's a double cross. This is a great scene. There's General Swan out of nowhere. Lana with reverse psychology right now. Go ahead, kill him, Superboy. Just do it. Just do it. You're so bad. Try to kill my fish. Love the music right here.
You a coward? Back down now, Superboy. Just one punch. And he's finished.
I love how Gerard delivers that line. I can't kill.
He's fantastic in that
Yeah.
moment. I love that works as well.
Mm-hmm. He says to Lana, and this.
I don't remember anything.
Apparently, it did release on Blu-ray.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah, I'm gonna order it. I don't know if it's any good as a movie, but I'm gonna order myself a copy if I can. See if it released in the UK.
Well, thanks for stalling me long enough for that second dose of red kryptonite to cure me. Terribly sorry, Superboy.
Well, Metallo's going back to his bed.
I love how understanding the general is as well, though. Like, you broke my hand, but it's not your fault. I forgive you.
I would have been.
I'll clear your name.
I would have been kind of pissed, dude. You broke my hand.
Well, it was kind of his fault that Superboy broke his hand, but it was his experiment
that went awry.
Yeah.
This was a little funny with the red kryptonite and Metallo. It's a great look. It's just funny. Executive producer Elias Olkin. Yep.
See, with that look,
Yeah.
it was perfectly setting up Metallo to return with a red kryptonite.
With red
heart.
kryptonite, and they never did it. They did it a couple times in Superboy.
You know what? Me and you are we're gonna write that episode for season 5.
Yeah. Well, they did it a couple
for the
times.
Superboy writers' room on the podcast.
Well, they did
Listen
it with
to it, guys.
They did it with the robot that was sent back in time, and the robot saying, "Hey, I'll be back." Very Terminator-esque. They totally ripped off Terminator, but like, you know, they did these loose like story threads that were never they never went back and explored. So like you said, with season 5, we have the chance to go back and revisit some of these characters and some of these villains. So it'll be fun.
Definitely. Yeah. And since it's not actually a real season of the show, we can just put in anything we want.
Right.
Red Kryptonite, Green Lantern, Batman, Wonder Woman, it doesn't
You
matter.
go crazy.
Everyone's in. Season 5 is the big crossover season.
But yeah, that was fun. So thank you guys for listening and listening to our commentary track of SUPER-MENACE. So with that, I'm Sam Rizzo from SuperboyLegacy.com, and Tom, thank you for joining me as always.
Thank you for having me.
And
it's always fun.
Oh, it's great revisiting these episodes and catching these little details that we might have missed, you know, after all these years. Like the General Swan thing. That's so awesome. The Kurt Swan. Like, great.
Yeah.
Like
It has to be a reference to him.
Totally.
It must be.
Totally. But it's little stuff like that, like going through these episodes that we're catching, and it's just so much fun. And it's just adding to our knowledge base of this show and just seeing, like, how great in detail they went to throw these little nods in and to connect it to the legacy of Superman. So thank you for listening, and as always, subscribe on YouTube at Superboy Legacy. Go on the website, superboylegacy.com, and you know what? Thank you for listening. That's it.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.